Hello, I'm Suzy Vance with Creating from the Heart, the Artistry of Living, and I'm here with Lou Butcher today. Lou Butcher is the owner and major maven at Furniture Werks in Michigan City. So, Lou,
Yes,
how
Suzy.
did you get into this? Tell me your story.
Well, this was a work that my dad did.
Okay.
And I grew, and since his shop was close to home growing up in Chicago, and Mom would say, I've got something to do after school, so go bug your dad. I got started on it that way.
Were you curious?
Part?
Were you curious about it?
No.
Oh.
No, I wasn't curious. I mean, I was a gopher. I was a broom pusher. I was the butt of jokes of the people working for my dad. You know, whatever. It was the whole McGillicuddy.
Right.
And uh, after I got out of school, I really didn't start to do this. Without getting a whole litany of things, I had 5 or 6 different jobs. I found I wasn't cut out to be a career organization person. I wasn't cut out to be an insurance salesman. There's a lot of things I wasn't cut out to be.
And they weren't making you happy either, I'm sure.
Well, I did have a stint as a teacher. I enjoyed doing that.
Well, there's teaching in this too.
But yes, we do a lot of teaching in right now. But the difference is teaching in a school system, you become encumbered with rules dictated by others that I found to be not me, to put it mildly. So,
you're a free spirit.
no, I don't know about that. But anyway, so I was into teaching, and then it wasn't me, and I got out of it. And I tried a couple of other things that didn't work, and I needed a way. I was in between jobs. I needed a way to get money because I had hungry kids, and I decided I was going to get back into this. I didn't have a lot of capital to buy a franchise or anything else. This I knew, so my learning curve was the lowest, the least curve that I could get for anything. So I my dad had a 2 or 3 year customer list. I sent those people a letter. I'm starting back up. I will bring back from Chicago out to Michigan City to work.
And that's when you were at DeVries,
No, before that, before
Ooh.
DeVries, I had another location, and I sent the letter out. I put an ad in the Beecher. I put an ad in the News Dispatch, and work started coming in.
I bet.
And so from there, I grew my first. Uh, what was the name? I can't even. I was on Plum Street, uh, near the McDonald's on Michigan Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
And I outgrew that spot, and then I went to DeVries Firestone.
That's when I met you.
Yeah, and then I outgrew that spot, and I found this spot that I purchased, added a workroom in the back, and
Right.
and that was in the year 2000. So I've been here 21 years in this location.
Amazing.
This has been a very good location for me.
I bet it has. I bet it has.
So
you don't look back. You think it's been a good thing to do.
I wish I could have done it 10 years sooner than what I did, but you know, that didn't happen, so I can't go back and redo it.
No, but aren't you glad you did when you did?
Yes, yes. because my other alternative would have been to close up.
Well,
Because,
I, for one, am so grateful you did.
oh, I don't know where all your listeners or viewers of your podcast are, but I know that from my very first promotion, Beverly Shores, Dune Acres, and Ogden Dunes were good to me, and they still are very good to me.
Well, we know a good thing when we find one.
Well, I guess maybe it's the people that live there have decided that the low standard the furniture stores offer aren't what they're really looking for.
Thank you. That's right. And recently I brought you a chair
Yes, you did.
that somebody was going to throw out, and I took one look at the structure of the chair and said, we can't let that happen.
Well, then you brought it here, and then I peeled back the dust cover and I took another look, and I confirmed that yes, it was a good frame, well worth keeping. And uh, I don't know if I'm happy to say or I'm sad to say, but once it's done, it's going to outlive you.
Fabulous.
So
Well, it's clear you enjoy your work.
I it it's funny. There are certain aspects I really enjoy, and what I enjoy, you get back to the comment about teaching. I enjoy explaining to people what we can do and what they can't do. And sometimes it's explaining to people why they have something that's not worth fixing. So that I enjoy.
But
But
it's really important to be able to explain to people, this is something that's not worth investing in.
yes, and I don't mind doing that at the least, because in my mind, there's nothing worse than somebody throwing good money after bad.
And they won't be happy when they do it either.
And I don't know how many times I have seen this, but I'm sure people can identify. You drive down the road, you see an old car, an older looking car stuck on the side, and it's still got a paper dealer's plate. That tells me that somebody without a lot of resources got the most car that they could buy, and they still got something that doesn't work, and they wasted their money. And nothing I can do about it, but it really disgusts me, disappoints me that people can do things like that. And that's the same thing with furniture. I mean, people have used different furniture for eons and eons.
Well, furniture lasts lots longer than people if it's good furniture.
And that's all that used to be made until somewhere around the 80s or 90s, when people in the United States, and I guess in Europe as well, voted with their dollars that cheaper was better. So in order for the factories to keep busy, they started cutting corners and cutting the price. And the net result is you have a lot of stuff that's not worth fixing.
Well, we are so grateful that there is someone like you around that has the values that we cherish.
Well, thank you. But it's equally important to me to have the staff that I have that feels the same way, because uh, I have had people that are no longer here that haven't felt that way, that decided to take shortcuts or decided against the corporate culture, if you will, or whatever you want to call it, that weren't part of the fit. And but now I have an extremely good crew.
Yes, you do. Yes, you
And
do.
you've talked to most of them too over the
I
years.
have. So, Lou, if somebody wants to find you, where do they find you? How do they connect with you?
Most people, this day and age, most people go to the internet and they find us on the internet.
And it's called Furniture Works, not spelled like you'd expect.
WERKS. Yes.
Furniture, WERKS
Yes.
.com.
Furnitureworks.com. And the reason I I mentioned that because I just get, no, prior to you coming in, I fielded a phone call from a fellow in New Buffalo and wanted to know about getting an estimate. And all of my estimates now come in on the internet. People take a picture and they email a picture. I can't get back to them right away, but I do get back to them. But I can get back to people quicker with pictures and an email than if I had to make an appointment, leave here, go on out, take a look, come back, write it up. That could take significantly longer for them to get an answer as to whether they want to do it or not.
Right. Fabulous. And where are you located?
In the middle of nowhere, is what I tell people. This is really no man's land.
Right on the edge of the
We're
national park.
we're in an area called the Pines on US 20. We have a Michigan City post office, and we have a number 4980 designated by the Michigan City Post Office. However, some GPSs forget that this is Porter County, not LaPorte County, and will put us about 10 miles east of here.
Right. Well, we love having you here. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, well, good for the opportunity, and thank you for getting me away from my pencil pushing. That's the part I don't care for on the job.
I got it. Suzy Vance from Creating from the Heart, the Artistry of Living with Lou Butcher. Thanks for listening.